Hey everyone, welcome to De Morgan's Laws Part 3. This is Easy Street. So I just wanted to pick up on a few examples that I missed in the last video, and I just wanted to do some corrections here, okay? Firstly, we're going to go over A. But before we do so, I want to remind you of some of the properties that are mentioned here, which you should memorize. Firstly, it's these four right here, which you should memorize. And let's not forget 1.55, which you also should memorize, and finally 1.58. So these three sets of properties here, right, in these squares should be memorized. You should commit it to memory, as it will be extremely valuable and helpful for you, especially as you attempt the Math 130 Test 1 and exam. Now then, let's get into it. Okay, firstly, I made a small error in A, which was just the answer, but we're going to go over it again, right, together. So this is what we're given. We say A union of B union A, it's got that apostrophe here. Okay, so notice the signs are not the same, right? This is an intersection and this is a union. All right, so immediately we are going to distribute. All right, so we say A, and the sign on the inside and the outside will change. A, you can put this in brackets, because what we're going to do is you will distribute A. Going to use the FOIL method. We're going to go distribute. It'll be A and B, and then A and A with the apostrophe. All right, so notice A, the sign on the inside will change from union to intersection, and remember B is first, so B, close brackets. And then the sign on the outside is going to change to union. We open brackets again. Just erase this. It looks a bit untidy. And then we're going to put A. Again, sign on the inside will change. Intersection with the apostrophe. Okay? Now then, we continue. We have A intersection B, right? Union. Now, if we look at this, we see, hey, hold on. There's something familiar happening here. It's A intersection with the A with the apostrophe, which means not A. And we know right here that this transforms into an empty set because there's nothing common between them. This is not A, and this is everything that's in A. Therefore, it's an empty set. And the union of an empty set and A intersection B would be A intersection B. Okay, that's our answer. The last time, of course, the error was that I had put the wrong sign. Okay, but yeah, it was the wrong sign, of course, here. But in this case, this is the right one. This is indeed the right one. Okay, awesome, absolutely awesome. So now we're going to move on, and we're going to do so now we're going to do C. Okay, now C was correct in the last video, but I just want to go over it again more carefully with you so you see how we did it. All right, so this time we're doing C. Okay, and we were given A intersection B union of A, well, not A in this case because of the apostrophe, and you have B. Okay, now this looks a bit complicated. You might say, oh my, there is no property showing me what exactly I should do. Well, this is where you've got to be a little bit clever here. So the first thing you do is you leave this, the left hand side, the way it is. Okay, A intersection B in brackets, and then what you want to do is you want to flip the B over to A side, bring it to this side, and you want to take not A and you want to put it where B is. Okay, so we're going to leave this union sign exactly the way it is, but this is what we do. You're going to bring B, and then you're going to have union, and then you're going to have A. Well, this is not A, right? Apostrophes, and then we have not A. Okay, now you're going to remove, in this case you're going to remove these brackets. All right, let's continue. So you have again A intersection B, that remains as it is. You put the union sign down and you're going to have B, okay, union not A. And now if you look really carefully, you should be able to see something. So now we're going to take it a step further. We're going to switch this around. You're going to say B, okay, intersection A. We're just flipping it around. That's all we're doing. It's the same thing. Union B, union not A. Okay. And now, if you look really carefully here, notice it's B intersection A in brackets, which is the union of B. And if you remember, if you recall, and you have a look at our properties here, you will find that where is it here? The intersection of A and B is a subset of A, and in this case you have the intersection of B and A, which is of course a subset of B. Therefore, all right, now we're gonna continue here. Therefore, you have B, because in this case this entire, whatever's in the brackets here, B intersection A, is actually a subset of B. Okay, you learn it, you pick it up from this part here, this property here of D. All right, so that becomes B, and you have union of B and the union of not A, and of course the union of B and B leaves you with B, and then you have your union of not A. And then we know, since we moved B to the left, we're simply going to put it back in its place, which is not A union B. Okay, that's our answer. And now finally we're going to do D. Okay, give me a second, let me just erase these. Okay, right, now where were we? D. Okay, so with D we have X intersection Y, and we have this apostrophe, then we have the intersection sign, and we have y. Now usually if this apostrophe, if it was not there, all we would do is we would use the property which we can see right here or here, and you would have switched it and you would have had x intersection on its own, and in brackets you would have had y intersection y. Alright, but since we do indeed have the apostrophe, we have to distribute it in order to solve. So you have x. When we distribute the apostrophe sign, the sign on the inside changes. So in this case, this will now change once we distribute the sign, and it will become union. Okay. This will remain the same. And now we can simply distribute y through the FOIL method. Alright. So you'll have not x. Remember, we're distributing y, and when we do that, the sign on the inside and the sign on the outside is going to change. So this will then become an intersection, and this will be y. Sign on the outside changes, union, open brackets. You now have y, which is not y, and then intersection y. Okay, we're going to continue on this side. Right, so you have not x, intersection y, and if we look here, we have the intersection of not y and y, which means, that's right, if you remember our properties, it's an empty set. And when we have an empty set, in this case it's a union, our final answer will remain as not x intersection of y. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped. Like and subscribe if you found this to be helpful. Thank you.